Hey friends, welcome to Gleaning the Scriptures. Thanks for clicking on my video. I sure do appreciate it. The video is coming up soon, but first an announcement. Gleaning the Scriptures has been putting out 2 videos per week and 2 shorts per week for a while now. I've decided that I'm going to be reducing that to 1 a week. Here's the reason why. I have been admittedly guilty of somewhat burying my talent in the ground. God has given me a talent for writing, and these videos were born from that talent for writing, making videos about the articles that I write. I will still be putting out content, it just won't all be in video format. I'll be focusing also on articles. Mostly, as for right now, the plan will be to be making articles and brother and sister videos. You can find these articles at WordPress.gleaningthescriptures.com, and if you want to use another platform, you can also find these videos, same exact videos, on Rumble and TorahTube. I think the website for TorahTube is ttn.org or torahplace.org or ttnplace.org. It's hard to find TorahTube, but it's there and my videos are up there. Okay, let's get started with the video. Now, this week's video there's a lesson that we can learn about conflict. There is drama in conflict, a heightened sense of emotion. And in this drama, that drama tends to be a blanket or a veil that covers up a deeper lesson. That is certainly the case in Matthew's account of walking through the grain fields on the Sabbath when the Pharisees approach Yeshua and question why he's breaking their man-made laws. Let's learn together. It's a warm, beautiful summer day. The wind is coming through the ravine and up over the hill where the grain field is that Yeshua and his disciples are walking through. Yeshua's face is upturned, eyes closed, basking in the sunshine. And his ears are open to his disciples' many chatterings, excitedly telling the stories of their recent journey. This is the first time that they have been together like this in a while. This story in Matthew comes right on the heels of him sending them out 2 by 2. It doesn't give us an exact amount of time that they were gone, but I would imagine it was several months that they were out preparing the way for the Lord, and successfully at that. It was a Sabbath, and just over the crest of the next hill, the Pharisees came. They were just walking home from their synagogue service, but they noticed these men in the grain field, and they were cocked and ready to attack. You see, it's not legal Talmudically for them to be gleaning in the grain field. What do I mean Talmudically? Now, like I said previously, this is not focused on the conflict, but I will touch on it briefly right now. Yeshua was breaking the Talmud, the religious leaders' constructed laws, the doctrinal laws. He was not breaking the Lord's Sabbath, the Lord's Torah, the laws of God, only man-made laws. One major reason why our Father is so against those laws, the man-made laws, is because there are thousands of them that are effectively trying to define some of the vagueness of Torah. This gets in the way, in short, of a relationship with God. He is more than willing to meticulously define for each and every one of his children young and old, exactly what he means by these different laws. In Torah, there's 600 or 700, just shy of 650 laws. In Talmud, there are thousands upon thousands. It's a whole encyclopedia of laws. Now, moving beyond the conflict, let's enjoy a little something here. And in order to enjoy this, we have to understand what gleaning is, what it does, what it represents spiritually, who it benefits, and who provides it. Let's look at that right now. When you reap the harvest of your land, you shall not wholly reap the corners of your field, nor shall you gather the gleanings of your harvest. And you shall not glean your vineyard, nor shall you gather every grape of your vineyard. You shall leave them for the poor and the stranger. I am the Lord, your God. So there you have it. The whole purpose of gleaning is to provide for the poor and the strangers. That's who benefits from it. Now, the people who provide it are landowners and people who are cultivating their land properly so that it's producing food for their families and for the community. So now that we understand that, let's look at this circumstance without the conflict at all. Let's just say that the Bible told us that Yeshua was walking through the grain fields with his disciples, and we put two and two together and recognize that it's happening after he sent them out 2 by 2. Now, this isn't CNBC and this isn't Fox News, so I don't do your thinking for you. I'm just here to give you some things to meditate on and think on in your own time. I've been blessed with the ability that the Lord causes me to see the scriptures with open eyes and to draw lines, and I love sharing these lines with you. However, it's up to you to fill in the picture that these lines draw. So here are the lines. Yeshua had sent out his disciples 2 by 2 to do his work without him right next to them. They were to go out without a tunic, without anything except for the clothes on their back. And they were to go to a worthy house in each city and stay there until they went to the next city or town. Then the very next thing that we see happening is Yeshua is on a Sabbath taking his disciples through the grain field, gleaning from the grain, chatting about the experiences that they had. This may seem like nothing, I know, but there is a key to a door within the mansion of the Father that is open to you if you only take the time to meditate on these things. And my friend, there's an awful lot to meditate on that isn't as pleasant as this, just begging for your attention. Put in the work and focus on the good stuff. Now, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to focus on the conflict, but I do want to point something out that is extraordinarily interesting. Yeshua's response to the Pharisees. He did not respond with, I'm not breaking man-made laws. Or he did not respond with, I'm only breaking man-made laws here. I am not breaking God's law. He didn't even go down that path at all. His focus was completely on authority. And in a previous article or video, I mentioned that Yeshua was in a position where he was constantly jockeying for authority. Even within the ranks of his own disciples, as in the disciples of John, were even pointing the finger at him and saying, your disciples, they fast. Or your disciples, they don't fast, but we're fasting. That was their attempt at jockeying for position. And we know that that's the entire intent of the Pharisees. Here, Yeshua doesn't back down from this fight. It's important to him that he is understood as being the ultimate authority. His response to them shows this. He, in a roundabout way, says, "My disciples carry more authority with them than even the highest priests within the temple." He uses a story about David to describe this. You can find it in the gospel account. That is something very interesting to take the time to crack open your Bible and study. It'll probably take you, if you have your Bible at hand, less than 5 minutes to find the passage, read it, and consider. I am prayerful that this message finds you well, that you are blessed, and that your enemies are being cursed, and that those who are helping you, whether they believe or not, are being blessed. Shalom, my friend, and thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, maybe click one of the videos that are popping up on the screen. And if you think that one of your friends would benefit from this video the same as you have, consider copying the link and sending it to them as a text message. I'm sure they will be blessed by it, just as you have. Shalom, me homies.